early on, Sheboygan drew as a very good port that was just a natural port. And, you know, if you go way back, Sheboygan really could have been the Milwaukee of Wisconsin if somebody hadn't invented a railroad, and that changed the dynamics. But we were a very strong port and had a lot of ships coming in and out of the area in our harbor for commerce. You know, the lumber ships were brought in, and they were bringing all kinds of lumber here for the chair makers that we had in our community, and that was one of our first really big industries. It's a chance for us to get some federal notice around the United States as one of 13 national marine sanctuaries. So we'll be the 14th marine sanctuary that will be added to the system. That's going to put us on a very unique short list of communities that people that are interested in maritime history, you know, for them to come and view. So I think that's the huge attribute. Now, you know, when you talk about state sovereignty, all the state laws as they apply to riparian rights are going to stay in place. And when the opponents have spoken about this, it's always, well, this could happen in the future. Well, I'm not aware of this happening anywhere else in the past, especially on the Great Lakes. So I think they're trying to sell fear rather than selling something that would be good for our community.
Well, I have been hearing more and more concerns about it. And I think the main thing is that we are sure that we do not have any unintended consequences that might come as a result of this. We always want to maintain the authority or the say-so regarding our land in the state of Wisconsin at our state and local level and not cede anything to the federal government. And I am concerned whether the benefits will outweigh some of those concerns. And I think the jury's still out on that. We're investigating that, we're looking at that, and maybe at some point in time the state legislature will need to weigh in on this too. We really don't know in terms of how it might affect our fishing industry, how it might affect, you know, green energy, quite frankly, wave action energy that could be generated by Lake Michigan. I mean, they sound like far out things, and some of these are things that we can't even begin to imagine potentially how this additional regulation would impact our future ability to utilize that resource.
This is going to protect relics that are on the wrecks out there in Lake Michigan. You know, what we're talking about is somebody diving on a wreck out there, stealing the anchor or a ship's wheel and bringing that home with them. Now, years ago, that used to be okay to do, and some of the people who have dove on those wrecks in the past have donated some of those artifacts to us and to the Wisconsin Maritime Museum.